very warm good afternoon to all of you. Dear students, I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, I hope so that you all are safe and sound at your home. Today I would like to start with my new topic, that is packaging of DNA helix from the chapter Molecular Basis of Inheritance. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. डियर स्टूडेंट, श्री कृष्ण जी कहते हैं, प्रार्थना हमें ऐसी करनी चाहिए जैसे कि सब कुछ ईश्वर पर ही निर्भर है, और काम हमें ऐसे करने चाहिए जैसे कि सब कुछ हम पर ही निर्भर है. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू नीड टू डू योर वर्क विद फुल डिवोशन and ultimately the success will be all yours. I hope so that you have understood the deep meaning behind this beautiful thought. So with this student, I would like to start with the chapter Molecular Basis of Inheritance, and in this I will take a topic packaging of DNA helix. So dear students, I hope so that this slide is visible to you all. Okay. So students, packaging of DNA helix. As we all know that the length of DNA, double DNA helix is 2.2 meters in case of mammals. Student, it is not possible for such a long DNA to accommodate within a small structure of nucleus. So how it is accommodating itself? About that we will study in this topic. Dear student, first of all, you need not to believe on facts. Okay, here I'm saying that the length of DNA double helix is 2.2 meters, but you need to ask me that, ma'am, how? So dear student, here in order to know this, we will do what? We will multiply the total number of base pair, okay, with distance between two consecutive base pair. Example, we know that in the diploid content of human DNA is 6.6 into 10 raised to power 9 base pair. I've told you about this, and the distance between two consecutive base pair is 0.34 nanometer. Now in order to know the length of DNA typical human cell, I will multiply it, and the result you will find that it is 2.2 meter approximately. Okay, so in this way we came to know that the length of the double DNA helix is, in case of mammal, it is 2.2 meter. Okay, so student, DNA is found in both eukaryotes and as well as in case of your prokaryotes. Okay, in case of eukaryotes, DNA, it is localized inside the nucleus. Why? Due to the presence of the nuclear membrane. Whereas in case of your prokaryotes such as E. coli, okay, here I am taking the example of bacteria. E. coli is a kind of bacteria. Okay, in this the DNA is scattered, okay, in your cell because it do not have well defined nucleus. Understood? Student, now here I wanted to ask you that if you wanted to put, okay, long thread into a small area, what do? You just coiled it? Yes. So student, similarly here also we will coiled, okay, such a long DNA. But the question arises that how? Okay, so student, you need to remember that the DNA is negatively charged and protein is positively charged. Okay, negative positive, they can form a bond. Okay, so here DNA will held with a positive charged protein which is termed as nucleoid. Clear? Here what happened? A DNA in nucleoid, it will organized in large loops which is held by protein, and these proteins are especially your histone proteins. Clear? Now the question arises, student, that what is histone? So student, histones, they are kind of protein which are rich in amino acids such as lysine and arginine, important for your competitive point of view. Clear? Histones, they are organized in the unit of 8 molecules. Okay, as you can see here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 it is behind. Okay, so it consists of 8 molecules, so it is your histone octamer. Clear? Here what happened, this is your DNA. Okay, DNA, it is negatively charged, it will wrapped around positively charged histone protein. This red color structure is your histone octamer, and then it will form your nucleosome. This is your nucleosome. Okay, so now what is nucleosome? It is the repeating unit of structure in a nucleus. Clear? I hope so that you are getting. And if you will see this structure in an electron microscope, you will see, okay, beads on string. Like chromatin, it is a string, and your histone proteins, they are beads. Okay, they will look like this. Okay, beads on string. Beads are your histone protein and string is your chromatin. Understood? Student, I used to tell you the difference between gene, DNA, chromosomes, so that will be clear from this diagram to you. Okay, see here, this is your DNA, we all know. Okay, it is 2.2 meter in case of your mammals. Okay, it will be wrapped around histone protein. Okay, clear? Genes are present where? Genes are present in your DNA. I think gene and DNA thing is clear to you. Okay, now what is chromosome? Student, this is your chromosome. These are your histone proteins. Okay, they are wrapped in this, and then finally they will form a chromosome. Chromosome is formed by the repeating units of nucleosome. Okay, and it is known as your homologous chromosome. Okay, under electron microscope it will be visible in this way. Okay, so I hope so that the thing is clear to you. Student, beside histone protein, there is one more non-histone chromosomal proteins are also there, and their function is also to pack the chromatin. Okay, and after that, if I'll talk about the typical nucleus, student, it consists of two type of chromosomes. Okay, one is your euchromatin and another is your heterochromatin. Now what is euchromatin? In this, the chromatin, they are loosely packed like this. Okay, and if the chromosomes, they are, or I can say if the chromatin, they are loosely packed, they are transcriptionally active, means they can form RNA, and RNA, it will form protein in future. Okay, whereas heterochromatin, here your chromatin, it will be densely packed, and when the thing is densely packed, it is not possible to form the RNA and the protein. Okay, so I hope so that it is clear to you. Please remember about euchromatin and heterochromatin. Okay students, so with this I have finished my today's topic, that is packaging of DNA helix. Very simple topic. Okay, just question can come that write note on nucleosome, so you must know about it. Okay, but if still there is any query, student, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.